So the party is in exploring the quote-unquote haunted house just outside of Saltmarsh. You arrived at the garden. You sat there and started to explore the garden and get into the house. Unfortunately, discovered a den of giant weasels who felt that gnomes were a delicacy and decided to and attacked. Fortunately for the party, you managed to kill two of the weasels and then get inside the house and explore a portion of the first floor. Ended up finding a room to kind of barricade yourselves in, set up for the night, cook some weasel for a late afternoon dinner. Tasty delicacy or fine reward for the weasel trying to kill the gnome. So the gnomes ate the weasel. Circle of life. Alrighty. Fortifying the room and spending the night. We're coming to 8 hours later. The alarm spell that was set up around the perimeter of the around the two doors has not gone off. It has now expired. Everybody is in a respective corner. Quibble is in. Each person is in a corner as they did their rest. So now you guys are coming awake. There's a few embers left in the fireplace from the meal the night before, and the morning is yours. How do you guys wish to proceed?
I'm gonna wake up and have some breakfast, some cooked weasel.
Okay.
Yeah, just like Mom used to make.
I will join in that. I will just eat a very little bit, but
I'll join in if there is some weasel stew for me.
Oh yeah, this was a. I mean, the weasel is roughly larger than is a little bit larger than a gnome. So unless you guys are like starving, hungry, there should still be some bits of it left you can cook up and get a morning meal out of the way without having to break into your rations.
So I was gonna say that if I've learned anything first, it's gonna be armor, and definitely enjoy a portion of the weasel.
Yeah. All right, got that and the weasel.
Yep.
Nobody yet. I'm good. I just turned off my camera.
Gotcha.
Just hopefully make it a bit easier. So
that works. Alrighty. So having breakfast and donning your armor and packing up and breaking down your camp, you still have quite a bit of this house to explore. As you saw from the exterior, it's at least 2 stories, and based off of the preliminary exploration that Gavin's spider and Gavin had done, is you guys have pretty much explored one wing of this house. There's still the entire back area with what looks like, which has several rooms, including a kind of a kitchen area to explore. And then there's the complete opposite side from your position, which has a few rooms, at least 3 from what based on the information that Gavin had relayed through his exploration with the spiders. So, how do you wish to proceed, and where do you wish to go first?
Guys, should we send my spider to investigate more before we proceed?
Well, I think we've covered most of the ground here on the first floor. I'd like to check out the other areas in the first floor before we head up.
Like in person and not with the spider?
Because I think we covered most of the first floor, haven't we? With the spider?
Well, there are rooms on the left, as you can see on the map. There are rooms on the left. Regardless, ignore that part with the map.
Yeah, if that's fine. If you want to send your spider, I'm okay with that. I think it's a good idea to look around.
Yeah, we might be surprised by something which we might avert if we send my spider.
What does
Uh,
everyone else think?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think having the spider go and look around is a bad idea.
It's a bad or a good idea?
It is a good idea.
Oh, okay. I'll send then my spider if everyone is okay with it. I'll send him and as uh, let him explore the part of the house on the left that we didn't that I didn't explore with the spider yet.
All right. Okay, so you're gonna send. I have a little. You're gonna have the spider, and you're sending the spider across the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Spider comes down the hallway. Is coming up on a door frame. There's a little bit of light showing through. Again, as described before, this is a natural light from the outside shining in. Nothing that looks like a candlelight or a torchlight or anything like that. So.
That's the first door when the spider exits our current location, correct?
No, this is across the entryway down the hallway. You guys have explored these two rooms right here. Right now the spider is right about there. Seeing this first
I see it.
first door.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I'll send him beneath the door if he can crawl through to see what's in that space.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I look at the door that's ahead of me on my left in this room?
The talking this door?
Yeah. Yes, that one. Yep. I
Alright.
don't want to open it, but I want to look underneath and see if I can see any light.
You've been through there.
Have I?
Yes. So
Oh.
okay, so we'll go for the recap. A little bit more on the recap. So this
Sorry about
door and this door you ran the alarm spell on.
Yeah.
So that if anybody came through, and then on this side, this is where about here is where you found some mushrooms you used as in the cooking of the weasel. And this side you had set up some debris to be a kind of a make this area kind of difficult terrain. So if anyone were trying to come in, it would be delayed. But
Okay.
so you had since the alarm spell had a 20-foot range, that was pretty much you could cover the doors right around that circle, and
Okay.
you guys had positioned around windows so we're for a quick exit if need be. And
Okay.
since
It's okay. Good.
And since Quibble is an elf, he doesn't sleep in the same sense the rest of you do. So he was able to sit as kind of a sentinel in case anything happened. But the night was the 8 hours you guys rested was uneventful, and you were all kind of hanging out in there, nice and quiet.
Okay, cool. No, I must have lagged out on that last part when we explored that room, but because I know I was lagging kind of hard at the end. So
Okay, well, that's cool. Good to know. All right, so back over here to where the spider is.
Sorry about that.
Yep, spider has moved into the room. As the spider is sitting there looking around, it looks to be a library of sorts. There are bookshelves along the walls. Quite a number of them are broken, but there are still a few shelves intact, and there's a pile of books in one corner.
Can I see what kind of books from the spider's eyesight?
Roll an investigation check.
Just a sec.
Ready?
A 6.
They're books. They seem of various thicknesses, roughly kind of the same size. Looking at some of the lettering is faded, but given the knowledge that there was an alchemist who lived here, these might be books related to alchemy or some other arcana type study. But you're really not sure until you get in there and take a closer look. The spiders only got so much, can only perceive so much given their eyesight, and the fact that the room is pitch black, is effectively dark. There's not a whole lot of light. There's not a whole lot of light in there to discern anything more than that. Because dark vision is kind of a grayscale type thing.
Yeah, I presumed as such. Okay, I'll move him to the room opposite of that. On the opposite side of the hallway.
Alright, so the spider is now underneath this doorway right there.
Yeah.
This room appears to be a study of sorts. There's some couple of windows against the wall with what appears to be a desk in front of one of the windows. The desk appears partially broken and is damp with rot because the windows are broken, so a lot of weather has been able to get in. You see there are 3 drawers on either side of the desk with a large central door. The central door is closed, but the rest appear to be open, and 2 of them seem to have been broken open.
The central door on the opposite side of the room, or
drawer, as in this is a desk. It's got 3 drawers on this, 3 drawers on either side, and 1 drawer in the center. Some of them are open, some of them are broken, but the one in the center is still appears to be closed.
Okay. Is there any door in said room?
No, there appears to be only 1 way in and 2 windows along the back wall.
Okay. I'll try to do an investigation check with the spider to see if I notice something unusual about this room.
Okay.
Just a sec to roll. Oh, you're kidding me, right? Another 6.
Nothing from the spider's point of view leads you to be able to discern anything more than that. You're probably going to have to come in there and look and do a more thorough investigation yourself.
Is Gavin telling us what he sees now, or as happening, or not?
Well, okay. So what's happening since Quibble? Since you weren't here for the last one, but when Gavin goes into this state where he's seeing through his familiar, you see him sitting very serenely in the corner. His eyes are rolled back white. He's just kind of breathing, but he doesn't hear or acknowledge anything in his physical surroundings of his body. Not sure about. So he really can't relay anything until he returns back to his senses, so to speak.
Okay.
I'll temporarily release control of the spider and relay what I saw through my spider about the rooms. That there is a library on the left in the hallway, in the main room, and that there is a room with a table,
like a study or some type, study or an office.
Yeah, and it has 1 drawer intact and the others are open. but I'm unable to perceive more or investigate more through my spiders, so I'll just use him to scout ahead and investigate when needed by myself. With that said, I will want to return to investigating with the spider.
Okay.
That is scouting with the spider. So I'll do that if everyone doesn't oppose that at this moment.
I kind of want to go and explore the
All right.
the rest of the house. I mean, I'm kind of getting bored of waiting around. So
All right. So we'll hold off on Gavin's exploration, and we'll let you guys decide what to do. Findle, right? What is it you wanted to do?
he told me that there was a study, so I kind of want to go explore that.
Alrighty. How do you plan to? How are you gonna? How are you proceeding out of this room?
I'm gonna go out the door next to Gilly.
Okay.
And kind of look down the hallway and make sure that I don't see anything wrong or anything. I mean, see anything. I
All
guess.
right. The hallway
I got dark
appears.
vision, so-
The hallway appears to be clear.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Does anyone else want to come with me? I'm gonna go explore the
I will follow you.
study.
Wait a second, just let me cast Mage Armor and False Life on myself. It saved me the last time, so I need to do that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay.
All right. So you step in. So Findle, what is going to be your methodology for exploring the house? Is it going to be kind of just roaming through, or are you trying to go about this differently?
No, well, I mean, I'd like to go to where he said the study was.
Okay.
That's kind of that's where I'm headed right now. I don't know if anybody else wants to join me, but
Do
So
you
let me
guys
ask:
want to-
are you looking to creep, or are you looking to just wander?
I'm I do I see any reason to creep? Like, can I roll a perception check to see if I need a reason to creep? Like, I don't want to just creep because you know whatever. But
Well, okay. Well, I'll put it to I'll put it to you this way: this house is supposedly haunted. Nobody has come up here in a while. The house looks very dark and foreboding.
okay,
You're not
I'm
quite sure
prob-
what's going on in the house yet because you've only seen 2 rooms, and given the there was the weasels that attacked, you're kind of not really sure what else is going on. But if
Okay.
you don't, if Findle does not feel that there is any threat, then Findle is by all means allowed to just wander however he wishes. I'm just asking to make sure I understand what the methodology
No,
is.
that's okay. If it's a haunted house, I will stealthily walk to the study.
All right,
Like-
then go ahead and roll me a stealth check, sir.
Ooh, nice. 20, not natural.
That is good. All right, so we'll have you make your way across. As you come into the foyer again, you see the hallway and whatnot. So
I'm gonna be right behind him.
okay.
Do you guys want to wait for me to cast Detect Magic so that I can detect if anything is magical along the way?
Sure,
You
that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, you have the opportunity to.
Thought you guys had explored these first 3 rooms already. Probably do it when we get over there.
Yeah, it starts to light
Well,
up
it
as you come
takes-
across.
It takes about 10 minutes for me to cast it as a ritual.
All right. Well, we'll say for the sake of brevity, you're able to. It'll give you that much time to cast it and then kind of do and move over. So we're in the entryway. Gilly, are you continuing along with us as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and follow behind. I guess I'll run tail end of the group just to keep an eye out on the main foyer and up the hall. Keep a good view on the hallways in case someone tries to come out and scare the bejesus out of us.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Bindle has already rolled a stealth check. Quibble, Gavin, and Gilly all give me stealth checks, please.
It's going to be a 12 for.
All right.
Okay.
Give me
17.
1 second.
Actually, that's going to be a 14 from Quibble.
All right. 14 for Quibble. Okay. Gavin and Gilly, what were your stealth checks, please?
17.
Nice. Gilly?
And I'm trying to get mine to go. Let's see. Here we are. And mine is 15.
Awesome. All right. Okay. So proceeding down the hallway. And Findle, you wanted to check the library or the study?
The study on the left, on Findle's left.
All right.
Well, I should say the room on Findle's left, because I assume that's the study.
Do I
From what he's
detect any
told me, I don't-
magic? Do I detect any magic within 30 feet of me?
All right. Then 30 feet of Gavin. All right. So, Findle, the first door you come up to on your left, you go and you look in there, and that actually appears to be the library.
Oh, okay, cool. Do I see anything interesting in there? Like any books or anything mechanical that I might be interested in?
Yeah. Let's see. Bookshelves around the walls. Most of the shelves are broken. Some of the bookshelves have actually come away from the wall a bit. There's a few shelves intact, but they're empty. There does appear to be a pile of books in the southwest corner.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to take a closer look?
Yeah. Can I investigate and take a closer look?
Sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation.
Is a 11.
Alrighty. You kind of comb through, but you find 3 books where you can make out the names. One of them is called The Magical Properties of Gemstones by Archmage Tensor. Another one is The Magical Properties of Herbs and Flowers, again by Archmage Tensor. And the third one is The Metaphysics of Mathematics by Mage Nystal.
Excellent. I will put them in my bag.
Alrighty. As you move the third book, there's a piece of parchment in there. It looks like it was torn from a larger sheet, and it contains a few lines of text in common. However, dampness of the paper has kind of worn away the words. There's only 2 words left legible, and they read "Beyond Skeletons."
Oh, I don't like that. I will go over and show my party what I've found. Just the parchment, though, not the books.
All right.
I'll also like to go into the library to investigate if I can see something like some book that might be a diary of said alchemist or something like that.
You go in and you're looking through. Bindle kind of points out where some of the stuff he saw. You don't see any books that are legible per se. So you're not able to find anything that you can discern any kind of diary or anything like that in. But it does appear that a library this size, the number of books that are left versus the number of books that should be in it is disproportional. So some of the books may have even the remains of books that have rotted away. There appear to be some that are gone. So not quite sure what could have caused that, but it seems off to your mind.
People would have stayed just outside the room just to be able to watch. Maybe just inside, but just to be able to watch.
Okay.
For anybody coming.
Is there anything else in this room, like a table or something like that?
No, just the bookcases, the bookshelves, the small fireplace against the wall. That doesn't appear to be anything else furniture-wise in there.
And I don't detect anything magical in this room.
No, not in this particular room.
I'll move to the start.
There is something faintly pinging, but it's very faint, but it's not in this room.
Oh.
In what direction is it?
From your orientation, it appears to be to the right, possibly in this area, somewhere in this room at the end of the hallway.
Mm-hmm. I'll move to the study to investigate there.
All right.
If there is, I'll move in. And you said that there were open drawers in the table, right?
Yes, in the study. So you see the desk that sits under the window. It's damaged and rotting. You see there are 3 drawers on each side of the desk and 1 central door. The central drawer is closed, but the 6 on the sides are open. And now that you're in there, based on the information your spider saw, they look, a couple of the drawers look like they were forced open and they are now broken. But that central drawer is still shut, and as you go to mess with it, it appears to be locked.
Is there anything in those drawers on the left and the right? Anything left?
Just some soaked papers and parchments and some heavily diluted inkwells and destroyed writing implements, that kind of thing.
I'll try to search the room to see if there is anything like a secret doorway or perhaps a lever or perhaps a key that might open said drawer.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll your investigation check.
I'm just having the worst of luck with my investigation checks. It's a 7.
Not really noticing anything. You can't find any key or anything that might unlock that drawer. So we'll pause, kind of jump over for Quivel and Gilly. What are you guys doing? Looks like you guys are kind of in the hallway watching both doorways.
Yeah, I'm gonna remain in the hallway,
Okay.
kind of like leaving myself open to, in the event something comes up, I can either tuck in one of the 2 rooms, either the study or to the library, or if I have to run into the next room, I'm just gonna keep watch.
Sounds good. All right.
Quivel was going to just quietly ask Gavin if he's checked this room in front of me with his spider or anything yet.
No, he hasn't sent the spider into that room yet. Talking about the one at the end of the hallway?
Yeah, no, I know that, but
Okay.
I'll pick up my spider and I'll send it into the next room if everybody agrees with that. I'll send him so that I can see through his eyes and senses.
Alrighty. So do that. Findle, you're still technically in the library. What do you wish to do?
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Get up there. Yeah, whatever. I guess I'm kind of. There's really not much else for me in this room, eh?
Nope. Across the hall is the study where Quivel is in there. And
Okay. I would like to go in there.
okay.
And what do I see in there? Do I see more or less the same thing that he has, or?
Yes, more or less. You do see
Okay.
there's still that central drawer that's still shut, still appears to be locked, and the rest of the room is kind of in the just in that state of decay and deterioration. Same with the fireplace against the wall.
I would like to use my thieves' tools to try to pick the lock.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Hold that, Gavin. Let's see what your spider sees. You're coming into this room. The door on the north wall leads to a small patio. You see that from the type of door. There's a lot brighter light coming in. Over here in this direction. The rest of the room appears to be kind of like a living room. There's some furniture or whatever, but it's all in various states of decay. There's a large fireplace against the wall, very similar to the one you guys used to cook the weasel.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much what's in this one. As you looking out onto the patio area, it looks kind of overgrown and untended. Looks like there was a very nice stone patio, but the landscaper hadn't been there in like 30 years.
And what about the magic I detected? Does the spider
You're still
see
getting a
anything?
ping from in this room. Since you've moved across the hall into the study, it does feel a little bit stronger than when you first detected it in the library. But it is in this room, and then it's in the room at the far end. So it's kind of out right on the edge of your range, detecting it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish to?
Oh,
What do you wish to do?
if I move closer, would I be able to detect it?
Moving the spider based on what your senses are? Or are you talking about you moving in there yourself?
Moving myself, so that I can, sense, I can sense within 30 feet of myself.
Yep.
So if I sense magic in this way, I can use my action to see a faint aura around any visible creatures or objects in that area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay. So, if you move into the room, you should be able to see it and then determine it. Is that what you wish to do?
I don't see any enemies through my spider, right?
No.
In said room.
Not in this room. No, you do not. All right.
Okay. I'll then ask Quivel to go with me inside the room, and we'll investigate if he's okay with that. Also, Gil, if he's okay with that.
Yes, that'll be fine.
All right.
Let's do this.
All right. So we have Gavin and Quivel inside of this room. We'll pause. Gilly, are you following? Or are you staying in the hallway?
Well, I can't leave. Definitely can't leave Findle alone. Definitely don't want. I'll watch I'll watch from the hallway between the doors, and just stay at that point, allowing them to maneuver.
Okay. Alrighty. So, Findle. Was that? You were going to use your thieves' tools to try and pick the lock. Go ahead.
Yes.
and roll me that dexterity check.
Just straight dex?
Yeah, dex. Add your
Ooh.
modifier for you add your proficiency bonus for the thieves tool.
That would be a natural 20.
Nice.
You go in there and you sitting there. It's like, oh, this will probably this. And you go, when you go to put the tools in, it's like, oh, click. It's like you don't even blink. You're like, man, I did harder things for my lockpicking exam. This is nothing. Open the drawer and there's a bunch of parchments and stuff in there.
Okay.
Looks like some old. You're kind of looking. It looks like some old receipts and things like that.
Okay.
If you wish, you could try to investigate further on anything else on this drawer.
Yeah. I'll pick up the parchments and pocket them and see if I can see anything else. If there looks like it, maybe like a false bottom to the drawer or something like that. It is locked, so.
It was locked. Now it's unlocked. So yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
15.
15. Okay, you notice that there's a small secret compartment. Inside
Okay.
that secret compartment is a wrapped cloth, and as you pull the cloth out and open the cloth up, you find 2 glass vials with a liquid inside.
Can I tell what it is? Can I use an Arcana to tell what it is?
You look at it and you notice that the coloration of the liquid is very familiar. It is it is the same coloration as a potion of healing.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, I'll pocket them or put them in my backpack, I should say.
Alright. So now we'll move into the living area. Gavin, you come in, and as you're surveying with your detect magic, you notice that in the northwest corner there's a faint glow. And as you kind of focus in on that, determine that it is an illusion type spell.
Mm-hmm.
And the area, it's the kind of general area it's around. It looks almost like it's a hatch or a trap door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Detect Magic lets you determine the school of magic and what else?
I can see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and I learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay. So yes, you see a square area, a kind of a square hatch area that's got a faint glow, and looking at the aura that it produces, you can tell it's from the illusion school. Some type of illusionary magic.
I'll move closer and investigate said illusion in order to disbelieve it.
All right. How close do you want to get?
Well, I would like there. Yeah.
All right. As you
Bull is scanning the room at this point too, just with his bow. He's usually got his bow kind of drawn, but not like drawn, but it's out. An arrow, not just kind of always patient, waiting. Does Gavin look like he's trying to see something, or like?
So, all right, as Quibbly, you were asking a question. Ask that question again.
I was saying, does Gavin look like he's trying to see something that I'm not seeing, or like
Yes,
is he?
he moves over kind of with purpose, as if he's zeroed in on something on the floor that you cannot easily discern.
Well, that just puts me on alert, kind of. That's all.
Okay. Findle just found the stuff in the drawer. Gilly is watching Findle. Gavin gets closer. Once you get within 5 feet of that aura, you start to hear a voice that kind of calls out, going, "Welcome, fools! Welcome to your deaths!" Big, loud, booming voice.
Snaps.
And
Is it a voice
Back to Gilly.
that everybody hears, or is it something that only I hear?
everyone hears it. Even Findle, as he's sitting there putting in those vials, he hears that voice echo through the walls.
Ah!
Pablo kind of looks back at Gilly, going, like, just kind of making motions of, watch whatever's coming, or
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go
actually-
ahead and make a rush towards the door to see what's going on inside that room.
Okay, and
I-
real quick, I need all 4 of you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
18.
Okay?
10 for Quill.
Okay? Waiting on Gilly and Gavin, I believe.
8
Yikes.
for me.
Say again?
8 for me.
8? Okay.
8.
8? Gotcha.
Yikes! I got a 5.
Okay.
I forget.
Wivel, Gilly, and Gavin, you are all completely set off by this, and for the next hour, you are now frightened. Which gives you a disadvantage on all ability checks for the next hour. Every 15 minutes or so, you could attempt to save to kind of dispel the effect. Findle, you hear it and you just kind of like, oh, okay, but you don't feel any of the you don't get frightened by it like the 3 of them do. They're completely set off by this.
I hear booming voices like that all the time in caves where I came from. This is nothing new.
Alrighty. And Gavin, you notice that after that happens, the aura kind of dissipates slightly.
Well, am I able to see what's behind the?
Yes,
illusion?
you move. You're able, because of where it is, you're able to pull away and actually see that there is a trap door right there.
Okay. I'll move next to Gilly,
All right.
and I'll say, what do you say, guys? Should we investigate the rest of this first floor, this ground floor? Maybe the first floor before we go down, or should we go down? Because there is a trap door there in that room.
And
I would
the invisible man.
We're gonna stay in this forsaken place. We check the whole floor.
Come again, you want to explore the ground floor?
Yes, if we're gonna be staying in this godforsaken place, we should check the whole floor before we move. I want things coming up from behind me.
Okay. Before I go, I would like to make investigation check on the entire room with the fireplace and the secret hatch door to see if there is anything hidden besides the hatch door in said room.
All right. Go ahead and roll that investigation with disadvantage. So roll your d20 twice and take the lowest number.
I would like to come out into the hallway behind Gilly.
Okay.
That's
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The luck doesn't serve me tonight.
Oof.
I've got the 6 on both rolls.
Oh,
So
jeez.
I think it's time for a different die or something. That
Yeah,
seems to be
right.
weighted where it's like it's only going to give you a 6.
Good lord.
Alrighty.
okay, so we will explore the ground floor, correct, guys?
Sure.
I'm okay with whatever, but I'll yell out, "Show yourself! Show your face, you coward!" While I'm kind of shivering still.
Fair enough. Fair
Trying to
enough.
build up my confidence.
You know what? I'll let you call out to a coward for that. Go ahead and roll your wisdom saving throw again.
All of us?
Yeah, all except for Findle. Findle doesn't need to worry about it, but Gavin, Quibble, and Gilly,
Oh.
go ahead and roll your wisdom saving throws again.
All right, so I got 19. Did you want me to roll it with disadvantage?
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, I'll roll it again and see what happens.
An 18. An 18.
So Quibble, you got an
Gotten
18.
18.
Quill had a 10.
Okay, Gavin got an 18.
Yeah.
And Gilly, what'd you get? Gavin, you shake off the effects of it. Quibble, you're still kind of shaken by it. And Gilly.
Even though Quibble is still a little shaken, he would have Gavin go to the door before him.
Alrighty.
So are we going to investigate the rest of this ground floor? Perhaps the first floor? Or are we going down the hatch?
I think we should check out the other side first. You guys haven't been over there yet, right?
No, we haven't been up to the top. So.
Should we investigate I believe it's the kitchen, correct?
What we will do is we will take a break from you guys real quick. Findle, Gilly, Quibble, and Gavin. You guys want to put yourselves on mute for a few minutes? We'll introduce our newest companion and have him enter the house. Dalgar, am I correct or am I pronouncing that wrong?
No, that's correct.
Alright, Dalgar. Alright, so Dalgar, you have for brevity, we'll kind of bring this in. You arrived into Saltmarsh a few days ago. You doing some. You've heard about this haunted house and was trying to get some information. And while you were collecting the information, you heard about another group of adventurers that had arrived prior to you and that were also very curious, and they were last seen heading toward the house. So you decided to follow in to see what was going on. As you arrived at the gardens, you saw this overgrown garden. You could tell it used to be a garden, but it's been in such disarray. And you notice as you come in, you notice a slight stench, like something had died. And looking around, you look over to the one side. You see a partially eaten body of a large animal, probably a weasel of some type. As you come closer to the house, you see a blood pool in the grass, where it looks like there might have been some kind of battle. The door is slightly ajar on the entryway as you come up to it, and with that, go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't hear anything particularly, but there's definitely the sound of wind coming through, and that the door is slightly ajar as you come up to it. What would you like to do?
Um. I guess I go in.
All right.
I'm kind of brave.
All right. Are you going to kind of creep in or just walk in naturally?
Walk in because my stealth is pretty.
All right. Go ahead and roll me.
I have chainmail.
Oh. Well, I mean, if you want to, go ahead and roll your stealth check, and since you're wearing chainmail, you have disadvantage. So it'd be roll twice and take the lower of the two numbers.
17.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So you come into the entryway, and you see a musty, dirty entry hall. To your left, a corridor that leads to the west wing of the house. The walls are bare, and bits of smashed furniture lie upon the floor. Ahead of you is a corridor that leads toward the rear of the house. There's a staircase on the eastern wall that climbs up to the next story, reaching a balcony that overlooks the entry hall along its north and west sides. Stairs appear safe to climb, although the balcony rail is broken in several places. Under the stairs on the north end is a hallway that leads down to a couple of rooms. Go ahead and give me an investigation or a survival check.
That's 10.
10? Okay. You look and you see there's a set of footprints that lead up the stairs, as well as several sets of footprints that led back toward that hallway and then have come out of that hallway and are now leading to the hallway on your left. Definitely several sets of footprints that you're seeing in the dust and grime of the floor.
I'll guess I'll, as quiet as possible, try to move to the corridor where all the footprints are going, and like stand at the corner of that corner.
All right.
Just
Standing at
the
that
wall,
corner
like
as you
trying to-
kind of
Yeah.
as you peek
Trying
around.
to peek in.
As you peek around, you see an elf, a human, and a pair of gnomes in the hallway, kind of sitting there and discussing with each other on what they should do next. With that, guys, go ahead and unmute your mics and continue that conversation.
Quibbles' passive perception is 14.
Who's this? Quibbles?
Quibbles, yeah.
You're not noticing him.
Okay. Didn't hear that door open or anything, right?
The door, you technically nobody ever said they shut it, so it was open, so he was able to creep in. So now he's on that corner, kind of looking around, seeing you guys discussing: should you investigate the house more? Should you go down the trap door? Just having this conversation. Obviously, you're still kind of in semi whispers because of the voice that kind of boomed through.
I kind of want to say that I was able to unlock the drawers, and I want to give out the 2 potions that I have to, I don't know, whoever wants them, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
Who doesn't?
I'll give one to Gavin.
Okay.
And who else wanted
One to Gilly because he was here last time too.
Okay, cool. I'll give one to Gilly. I'll give the other one to Gilly. But everything else I'll keep secret, and I'll just say, "Oh, this is the only thing I found in that drawer."
Oh, thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
Might come in handy.
Hey, much obliged.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all.
Sounds good. All right. What do you guys want? What do you guys wish to do?
We're still in the room, right?
Gavin is in the room. The rest of you are in the hallway. But the door's open, so y'all are essentially in the hallway trying to decide what to do next.
I think we should move down and start heading over to that other area. None of us know that guy's there. I mean,
No, you're right. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. No. If you go, I'll follow. If you go.
I'm in the back because Gavin's going to be in front of me. So I think Kendall's in the lead right now.
Yeah, but it's a fairly wide hallway. You could probably get by me if you want. I'm small.
Yeah, it's roughly little over 5 foot wide. So you can easily pass through the same space as the gnome.
Oh, I got a question. So on the walls, is it just bare walls on this hallway, or do we see?
Yeah, all the walls appear to be fairly bare, except for the library, which had some bookshelves. Some of them are starting to lean away from the wall as they decay and about to fall over. But any wall coverings of like pictures or tapestries or anything like that all appear to be gone. You can see faint little dirt outlines. There used to be stuff on the walls, but you can't. It's obviously not there now.
I'll take my spider with me.
Okay. All right. So who's going down the hallway? Who's leading back out the hallway first?
I guess I'll take the head.
All right, Gilly in front.
I'll start walking towards that foyer area.
All right. As you come to about there, who's next?
I'd say the order that we're in, but I mean,
Okay.
It's up to those guys. What they want to do.
I'll follow Gilly, I guess. Sure.
All right. With Gavin and Quibble coming in behind. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Quick, Gilly, for your wisdom check. I don't think I ever heard your dice roll. What was it?
So the last dice roll was right here. Last one was a 7, so I'm still.
Yeah, you're still frightened. Even you tried to sound really brave.
Exactly.
You didn't reassure yourself, but you reassured Quibble or
And me.
All right. So Gilly, as you come out that hallway, you look to your right, and you see a very large individual staring back at you. And, Dulgar, if you want to describe what you look like.
I'm like, yeah. I'm basically a 6'5",
Jeez.
pretty big
Damn.
golden dragonborn with dreadlocks on the back of his head, and I'm a fighter. I got a shield on my back. I got an axe at my side and a crossbow, and of course a great sword
Ooh.
because I'm a big guy. And
But-
I got scars like I'm used to combat.
Yeah. Oh, me seeing him, I kind of let out a gasp and jump back, not into the hallway, but back somewhere in the foyer, kind of shaking. But I'll pull out my short sword and try to make a stance.
Do you
And,
jump into the entryway or jump back down the hallway?
No, I'll stay in the entryway.
Okay. How's that?
I'll kind of set myself up with enough room in the event that something's about to go down. I just, with the shiver and say, "Are you the coward? Are you the faceless man?"
Did you just call me a coward, you little gnomish? I almost stepped on you there.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. I hope.
Alrighty. Findle, Gavin, and Quibble, you guys are hearing this and seeing Gilly kind of just freak out, jump around the corner, and then pull his weapons and start talking. And obviously, from around the corner, you can see this dragonborn standing there.
Quibble thinks it's the whoever made that voice. That's who this is right now. So
Okay.
bow drawn.
I'm readying my daggers.
Alrighty.
I'm not doing anything, but I'm pulling them out. And...
Okay. Findle, do you move into the entryway?
Do I see him from where I'm standing?
Yes. As you saw Gilly kind of jump around the corner and ready himself, you instinctually you're going to look to see what did he jump from and try and get a view on it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
your eyesight comes around the corner, you see a kneecap, and then you start to look up and you see the rest of the dragonborn standing there. He doesn't you have any Delgar, do you have any of your weapons drawn or anything like that, or you just kind of just
No, I'm just unharmed, unarmed, and I'll go like, oh, gentlemen, wait, maybe we have gone off on the wrong foot.
I'll put my daggers back.
Okay.
yeah.
I'll have you move into the hall into the entryway as well.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll bring up Gavin and Quibble. Next, Quibble obviously has his bow drawn. Gavin, how are you reacting to this situation?
Quibble didn't move forward.
Oh, he's staying back there?
He's a little scared right now. A little worried, but he's drawn like he's ready. But
Okay.
keep looking behind me too.
Oh.
You're looking. You wouldn't think he was scared, but he is.
Yeah, it's those elven features. They very stoic.
I'm still kind of on guard.
All right. Gavin, how are you reacting to the sight of this dragonborn that just appeared out of thin air and as far as you can tell?
I jump back a few feet,
Okay.
like I'm surprised because I am. I picked up my spider. He's not there anymore.
Yep. I'm going to pull him off the layer. There we go. Cool. All right. And I have this, for lack of a better phrase, kind of a Mexican standoff here. You have the Dragonborn with his hands up, kind of like, hey, easy, easy.
Who sent you? Who sent you?
Actually, did someone send me or something alike, Scuba?
No, you were investigating about the house because you'd heard about it too, and you were, and it was okay. This other group had already come up there, and your inclination was, you can, I'll leave that for you, but you felt the need to come up there to the house. So, what was your need to come up to the house after hearing about this foursome coming to the house ahead of you?
Yeah.
Be a supportive thing. You wanted to make sure you were able to find something, and they didn't. Kind of leave that to how you want to explain your reason for being there.
Okay. Well, I'd heard in town a group of people went to this weird abandoned place that might hold treasure, and they seemed a bit weary about the fact that you were only a small group, but I didn't know that meant it literally about these little gnomish people. So I thought I'd come and have a look if everyone would be all right.
Oh, you're not the man that we just heard the voice in the wall.
What voice do you talk of? Did I hear this voice when I came through the door?
No, you can. You were outside. You were coming up the pathway. You had stopped to investigate the blood pool in the ground first to see to check that out, and then at that point is roughly about when the voice went off. So then you started to creep in. That accounts for the time difference in the guys to have their first reaction to it, and then at least 15 minutes pass for them to try their first skill check to dispel the frightened condition. So
He starts to relax his bow a little bit. He's still ready.
That's fair.
I'm going to say that we explored some of the main floor, but we only found 2 potions and a piece of parchment, and that's it. Nothing else.
I make an insight check.
I was wondering when that was coming. Go ahead and make your insight, Findle. Go ahead and make your deception check.
Yep.
Got a 17.
That beats my 15.
Yeah, Dilgar, you hear him and you're like, something sounds fishy.
Okay.
That was Quibble. Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it I'm sorry, it's the voice caught
Yeah,
me.
that's cool.
Yeah, no, I get it.
All right, so yeah, you same thing. Whoever called for the insight, you get the feeling that Findle isn't being completely honest.
I don't say anything. I just kind of make a mental check of that.
Good to go. Good to go.
Well then, at least you found something on this floor. There's a voice, you say?
There's a voice.
Good.
There's a voice that came from the other room down the hall. There's a door in the floor, so I've heard.
So why aren't we looking at this?
Well, because we came across you, mate.
Well, then by all means, I shall go first.
All right,
Are
so
you
Dulgar,
sure?
you wanna go and check out this trapdoor?
Aren't. Wait.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We still gonna go and check out these 3 rooms or 2 rooms or whatever hallway north.
You still wanna So you still want to come up and start checking out this hallway and these rooms back here? Or do you want to back up Dulgar as he checks out the trap door in this other room? Or do y'all convince him to everybody check out the back 3 rooms?
If you want to go up and check the rooms up, like the kitchen where you said, I'll go with you. Like, I don't know if you want to split up the party or what have you, but I'll be willing to check out the rest
I
of the
don't
rest
really
of
want to split up the party, but I don't know that Quibble's thinking he doesn't want he just doesn't like the fact that he doesn't know what's up there. Don't like things to just be able to come creep up behind it.
Yeah, good call. I think we all should investigate at least the ground floor for a bit more.
We know the trapdoor's there, so
It's not going anywhere. It's only a door.
exactly.
And I don't know. I'm still kind of weary of the new person that we don't know. So I'm gonna, even though I'm kicking in my boots, I already know pretty much that everything's safe up into that room, you know. So, and if this guy's going in there, I'll kind of want to follow him and see what he does, and if he makes sure that he doesn't go missing, and then and I'm still kind of skeptical of him. So I'll go ahead and follow you, mate. Make sure nothing happens to you.
Well, you're a brave one. Let's go see this voice. I walk into the room and check out the hatch.
All right, so I make sure I'm tracking this. Findle, Quibble, and Gavin are going to investigate toward the kitchen, or stay or wait there.
Well, if they're gonna go that way, I think we still need to check out this other side. But I hate to split
Guys,
apart.
guys. I whisper. Are we really going to leave Gilly with that new Dragonborn fella? I think I don't know how he appeared like that inside this house. He might not be telling us the whole truth. I don't know. Maybe we should follow them and see that nothing happens to Gilly, or at least that Dragonborn doesn't do any funny business.
Now, is this a whisper, or is this mental conversation?
I said because I'm near them, I'll whisper to them.
Okay, sorry.
They will.
Want to make sure.
They will hear what I said, but in a whisper tone.
Gotcha.
I'll say that's fine, but I think we really should explore this as soon as we're done that trapdoor. That should be the first thing we do.
I hate to leave Gilly behind as well. So
Okay.
So yeah, I'll follow into the room with the Dragonborn.
Okay. For the sake of having everybody in the room. So, Dulgar, as you approach this trap door, you see the trap door is there, but nothing happens when you get close to it.
Do I sense any magic from it or something?
Do you have the ability to detect magic?
No.
All right. But no, there. As far as you can tell, it doesn't seem to be anything magical about this trapdoor. But you see, it is a trapdoor.
Okay. So what are you all afraid of? It's just a trap door. It's very normal to me.
I'm not afraid. You're afraid. Who said I was afraid? You're afraid.
I'm not afraid. I wasn't even afraid of the loud voice. Everybody else was scared. I wasn't.
Wasn't afraid.
Uh-huh.
I guess I'll grab the latch for the opening the trap door,
Okay.
and swing it open.
All right. You open the
I say,
trap door.
wait.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You might activate some kind of trap. Let me do it from the distance if we are indeed going to go downstairs.
Robin
Uh,
has a point.
and for the record, I don't know how you got here, and your story about hearing us investigate this house doesn't seem convincing to me. So I guess I'll be keeping my eye on you.
That's fair. I'll step back and let him open the trap door from a distance, and I'll just say, what's the name for the guy in town that's like the boss of shipment and trade and stuff?
Oh, oh my gosh, it's after the manor. He's the owner of the manor.
The owner of. You talking about the person you did the guard duty for?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Primwater was the Galen Primwater.
Water.
Was he the guy that told them about the house as well? I think so.
No, you found out about the house by asking at the as part of your asking about it at the tavern. There's a few people who are a little
Oh.
too drunk for their own good were babbling on about it.
Okay. So I'll say like I was in the tavern in town and I overheard some drunk people squabbling about, saying there was a group of people going up to the haunted mansion up on the hill. And well, I thought if they just go in there with a small party, they'll probably face their doom. But as I arrived, I saw some giant weasels, dead on the lawn. So I knew you would at least have made it inside. As I look over to Gavin, I think it was, that said that to me.
Yes.
And I'll say I used to be an officer in a military dispatchment, and I'm not afraid of anything particularly. You'll find me a pretty decent and strong ally if you need. And then
You
I'll
just are
let him
you some
open.
kind of knight that abides by the code of honor to help people?
Let's say I lost a good deal of my old military friends, so I would not leave anyone just behind.
Well, that seems mighty noble of you.
Why, thank you.
Any military man afraid of he's something.
Um,
All right. So, what do we want to do, gentlemen?
Here we go find. I say we go look out throughout the rest of the house. Take an exit strategy in case we need to. I vote for exploring the rest of the floor. First floor.
I agree. Quibble's gonna kind of say, "You're a military man. Know that we don't leave our backs unguarded, or at least know what's behind us. We haven't finished clearing this floor yet."
Well then, where haven't you been yet?
Just north of where we met you.
Suppose we could check it first before we check what's underneath this. But maybe we should block off this room as we go check up north. So nothing can come behind us from this way.
Agreed. Or at least we'll be watching our. We know there's nothing here now.
How
The door
long,
behind us is moving.
based on what my
Right.
spiders, based on what my spiders saw from the rest of the house, how long do I presume will be needed to investigate the unexplored rooms?
Based on what the spider was seeing, shouldn't, depending on how many people go into each room, it shouldn't take you probably about another 30 40 minutes to properly search the next few rooms,
Well, there are
barring any
like
unforeseen surprises. But
there are like 2 rooms on the north end, as I see it.
4. There are 4 rooms your spider saw on the north side.
And it would take about half an hour to explore all those rooms.
If you, depending on how you go about doing it, yes.
Nah, guys. You see, I'm all about exploring things, but my magic has a timer on it. So if we are going to be effective in something that against something that would attack us, I say that we should be doing that instead of exploring. At least if it concerns the magics that I have casted on me, on myself. Guys,
So
Well,
essentially, Gavin, you wanna proceed down to see what's down, or and not worry about investigating the rest of the house.
yeah.
Okay.
so I see you're of a like mind. I think too that the most danger would be down here instead of up north. It's
Well, we
mostly
have no
intention.
idea what's up north because we didn't look up there yet. So,
Didn't the spider go up north?
well, he can only see so much because he's just a tiny little spider. So,
Look, guys, if we are concerned that something might ambush us as we return, presumably, from this hatch, we might just open the windows in this here room and escape through them if something ambushes us.
That's what everybody wants to do, but
I
It's just-
say,
Guys,
wherever we go together.
I'll follow you guys wherever you go, I guess.
So we're gonna proceed down. So I take it we're proceeding down the trapdoor.
Yes,
Yeah.
but if everybody agrees, and I will try to open it from a distance with my mage hand.
Yeah, I'll move away from trapdoor.
All right.
But I'll ready my great sword in my hands, just to make sure.
Still haven't put away my sword or my quarterstaff yet.
All right. Say that again. You do what with your quarterstaff?
Oh, I said I'm still with my weapons in hand. I still haven't let him go since I came across dragon breath there.
Alrighty. Okay. So, any other preparation before we do the mage hand?
No, not for me, anyways.
Alrighty. So with that,
There,
Gavin,
I'll actually back up one step
okay.
because
Okay.
just as he was coming.
All right. So Gavin, you reach out and cast Mage Hand, and it lifts the trap door and opens it to where it goes toward. As it lifts up, the hinges pull it toward the study, and it's now open. And doesn't appear anything happened in the sense that in the act of opening it. No traps, no explosions, no none of that.
Mm-hmm. I'll say to the rest of the gang, okay, wait up here. I'll send in my spider to investigate. And if his spider senses are tingling, then we'll decide what else to do.
All right.
Also, it might be prudent to try to open those windows in case we need to make a dash for it if somebody ambushes us while we're escaping from the mansion.
I'll go over to a window and open, like the top one next to the hatch.
Okay, so who said they were going to go open a window near the hatch?
But I'll go.
All right, go over here. You open a window.
But I'll keep my eyes firmly on the hole at all times, basically.
All right, you
Trying to
see a
see.
stairwell that descends. Spindle, Quivel, and Gilly, what are you guys doing?
I guess I'll just I'll pull up my daggers and just kind of wait because I mean they're opening the door, so something might happen.
Okay. You want to change your position around the trapdoor?
Where is the trap door in the room? Just so I know.
Right there.
Right there. Okay. No, I'm okay where I am.
Okay. Anyone else?
We'll move over to here.
Okay.
Quibble, you might try to open that window too.
Glance over at the window.
That window right there, try to open. Okay. Alrighty. And so with that, Gavin's spider now descends.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I think I got.
Okay, so Gavin's spider. Alrighty, so your spider, Gavin, as he descends the stairs, he comes into a bright light. Appears to be a torch-lit chamber. Looks like a very large space. See 10 crude beds stand along the south wall, each with a wooden locker in front of it. There's a large table, the stools in the center of the room. Cutlery, cups, dishes, plates. There seems to be a cook stove on the far side and a wash basin. There are 2 wooden doors on the east side of the room. From as your spider kind of creeps, and your spider sees 3 individuals standing ready, staring at the stairwell. Have your spider real quick roll a stealth check.
Just a second. Do we have the spider's characteristics, his abilities, and so on, or do I roll mine? I think the spider has a bigger stealth roll than me.
Yeah, he should. He should have a much better stealth roll. All right. The spider is going to have a +4 to stealth.
Unnatural 20.
Nice. So yeah, they don't notice the spider. They creep down, but they did notice the hatch opened, and they are staring at the stairwell to see what happens next. And your spider sees this. There's 3 individuals, one standing by the table, directly at the base of the stairs, one along the back wall, and one standing on the opposite side of the table in front of the near a couple of the beds.
They have their weapons ready.
Yes, they're ready. They're ready for whoever is going to come down the stairs.
With bows or melee weapons.
The one at the base of the stairs, he doesn't. He has a crossbow out. The one along the back wall also has a crossbow out, and the one next to the beds has a longbow.
Okay. I'll move my spider around them, going perhaps near the walls or on the walls, and I'll go to the from the spider's position, from the spider's point of view. I'll go to the right, on the right, following the right wall. Okay.
Okay, spider's point of view. Right wall, crawling across the ceiling, comes to the right wall above the beds.
No, not across the ceiling. Just following the wall on the right side.
Yeah. Okay, coming across down around on there. It's on the wall. It's in the right corner now, from the spider's perspective, coming down the stairs. The right side is the side with all the beds on it.
Okay. Do I notice anything unusual? Can I investigate through my spider's eyes?
You can roll your investigation. What specifically are you looking for?
I'm trying to see if there is there any passageways or something like that, because if there are bunk beds and something like that, I presume there are doors leading somewhere else. I don't think that whoever those types are, that they would have just the trap door and not have any other way to enter.
Ah. See what you mean. Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll that investigation.
My investigation proficiency, right?
Yes, you'll have your investigation because you're using the spider senses.
I'll try to detect if there are, like footprints in the dust or the like, and so on.
Okay.
$15.
15. You don't see anything like. You don't see a coat of dust that leaves footprints. That in and of itself to let you know that this is a fairly well traveled area. You do notice that given your spider's position, there appears to be a hidden door right along the right below the right around the spider's viewpoint in that far right corner or western corner, which is the right side from the spider's perspective. There appears to be a door there because there's quite a bit of space before the beds start to allow for someone to walk around.
Yeah, that would arouse my suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way for the spider to move through the door, or is it
No.
blocked entirely?
It's pretty tight. The spider's not gonna be able to fit through.
Okay, I'll release the telepathic link with the spider and convey with a whisper. I'll point even to the dragonborn to approach us, and I'll convey with the whisper what I saw, especially about the secret door, and especially about the three individuals being armed with crossbows and a bow.
All right, Dulgar, do you move back around to the rest of the group?
I will go stand on the side of the hallway, leading down. But is it straight down, or is it like a curved hallway with the stairs going down?
Looking at this window, it would be straight down in that direction.
Okay.
So
So I'll move one to the right of where I am right now.
okay.
Yeah, and I'll like hand gesture the rest of the group, like pointing at my beak, at my mouth, and making the move like a fire or a bomb going off with my hand, like I can do a breath attack down the hallway. Basically, if I can, no.
Okay, if that's how you want to do a breath. So you're trying to signal to the group that, based on what Gavin is whispering, that you can kind of breathe down, do some
Yeah,
type of breath attack down the hallway.
try and take out the first guy that's down there with the crossbow.
Okay. Sake of brevity, does everybody interpret that hand gesture?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready for it.
Guess
All right. If we're good, tell me your breath attacks range and how is it?
it's a cone shape, 15 feet range. They need to throw a dex save from 11,
Okay.
and if
Would
they
he have
make it,
advantage because of surprise?
Right now, based on Gavin's described what he and the spider have seen. Can't really get an idea of distance of how close they are to the base of the stairs. So you think this will work as far as setting that fire down, and it would be a surprise.
I would convey to them what I saw in detail, so they would know, perhaps, how far the individuals are from each other and from the stairs.
The range on the individuals are fairly spread out across the room, and they're a bit of a distance away from. They're about 10-15 feet away from the base of the stairs. It would be a possibility that the breath attack would hit them. So how do we wish to proceed, gentlemen?
So is the plan for him to breathe fire and run down there with his shield up, and then us follow him, or what's happened?
That sounds like a good
yeah,
plan to me.
yeah.
Essentially,
Guess I'll,
I mean,
that's
I
kind of what it
guess
sounded like to
I'll-
me.
I guess I'll pull my shield from my back and hold it, attach it to my arm, and hold that up as I jump from side where I'm now onto the stairs and do my breath attack. So I would be, I think, at least at top of or in middle of the stairs, and then shoot my breath attack at the closest one.
Okay. All right, who's following in after him? Trying to set up the order descending the stairs.
If nobody else will, I will.
All right. Findle will be second. All right. Who's coming in after Findle?
I'll be the fourth or the fifth.
Okay. That's
I'll go next. If Gilly's not gonna jump up there, I'll just go.
okay. So that's our order until we get to the initiative. So, Delgar, you get yourself ready. You jump down the stairs.
But basically, as I shoot my breath attack, it should light up the room a bit, at least for a moment.
All right. So
Good.
there we go. So Dolgar, you jump down. You
Yeah, as
release
soon
your
as
and you said your breath attack is 15 feet.
yeah, 15 feet cone. And they need to make a dex save of 11 or more. And on success, they have half damage, and they fail damage for 2d6.
All right. As you jump down and about to release that, you can see that the first the closest bandit is outside of your range.
Ah.
As you're coming in, that first the first bandit's about 30 feet from you as you drop down the stairs. Bindle right behind.
Can I still move after dropping down?
Yes. So that would have been
My full?
you can move. You can do your move. You can sit there and do your movement, and close that distance, and then lay it out. So it gets you down to the base of the stairs. Release your breath weapon, and said it was a dex save.
Yeah, 11.
Right. Makes the save.
That's half damage.
Okay. What's the damage?
1d6. 5.
5 points of fire damage.
Yeah, fire damage. Yeah.
Nice. Alrighty, and with that, combat starts. So I need some initiative rolls, everyone.
Yikes.
17 for Dalgur.
17 for Dolgar, alright.
There's a natural 1.
For Findle.
Yeah, it's a 3 plus my initiative bonus, but I rolled 1, so 3.
Alrighty. Gilly, what's your initiative?
Out of
Sorry, I missed that.
I have a 4.
4, alright. Gavin, what's your initiative?
2.
Oh
My
wow!
God.
Quivel?
Still has 16.
16,
Come on.
alrighty.
Wow.
1.
Here we go. Alright, so Dolgar, as you drop in there, you release that fire, you see the bandit in front of you, start patting out the flames, and the scout that happens to be behind off to the side releases her bow, launching an arrow at you. That would be a 20 to hit, not natural.
Yeah, hits.
It'll hit. All right. It'll be 5 points of piercing damage. And which will bring us to your turn to go again.
I'll move up to him and swing my my broadsword, my greatsword, at the one next to the table,
Alrighty.
straight ahead of me.
Go ahead and roll for your attack.
That's a 7.
7 does not hit.
Damn.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you go, you bring that sword down. He has enough presence of mind with the flames to kind of move out of the way from the tip to where you miss.
I would like to just use the a bonus action if I could do that.
Of course. What do you have for a bonus?
Second wind.
Okay.
I can regain 1d10 plus 1 health.
Okay.
That's 8.
8. Alrighty. Do you regain 8 points of health, or?
Full health.
Alrighty. That completes your turn, sir.
Yes.
Alrighty. Next up happens to be the bandit in front of you. Going to swing at you with his scimitar. Natural 20 plus 3, so 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
And that will be for 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Yikes.
I'm feeling pretty bad at the moment.
Alrighty. Next up will be the bandit in the back. He has the crossbow. And he is going to fire as well. He will choose to fire at Findle, since Findle was jumping down the stairs as well. Or right after Dilgar, so Findle.
Yep.
Natural 20 plus 3, so 23 to hit. For 10 points of piercing damage.
All right, I guess I'm down.
Okay. Next up is Quivel. Looking over the side of the stairs, you see Findle take an arrow and is kind of slumps down right there on the stairs.
My guy's he's gonna say, not to Gavin, but to whoever's behind me, Gilly, I think.
Yep.
Say that Findle's down. You got one of those healing potions. I'm going. So I'm gonna go down the stairs. I move myself, or
I moved you over there. If you want to reposition, feel free to reposition you.
do want to kind of move to is this cover here? Great in this area. What is that thing there?
The thing you just put your.
Yeah.
That would.
Does the staircase go straight down?
It's straight down. Straight down 20 feet. Findle's at the top of the stairs. So you jumping over him, it'd be 20 feet down the stairs.
Are there walls on the side of that, or is it
it's kind of like railings.
Okay.
So.
Would it be possible to just slip right down? After you go into that second section here.
Give me an acrobatics check.
It's an 11.
Okay. You see the railing, you get to a point where the railing's wide enough and you can kind of swing yourself through it and land on the side of the stairwell. So
like here?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to shoot this in second one. Girlish looking one, I guess. I can't tell what that is.
This one right here? The scout. The one next to the beds, right? Not the one against the back wall?
The one next to the beds.
Yep. All right. Go ahead and roll for your attack.
It's an 18.
18 will hit. Roll damage.
Jeez. 4.
All right. 4 points of damage. Okay.
I think I only have one attack at first level, so.
Yeah, unless
Oh, yeah, be positive.
Okay.
And I have two-handed fighting, but not with a longbow.
Yeah, that's not going to work with that. All right, next up is Gilly. You hear Quivel shout that Findle's down, and he just jumps down the stairs, and you kind of see him slide across the rail on the outside of the stairwell.
So Findle's down.
Findle
Okay.
is down. You see, he took an arrow, and he's just kind of slumped there on the ground.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is, we need is all of us. So I'll come down and I'll go ahead and give him one of he gave to me. I'll give it back to him for him to take.
All right, so you give him a healing potion.
Yeah. So I'm
All
gonna
right.
try to heal him so
That'll
that he
be
can.
2d4 plus 2. Go ahead and roll it, Gilly.
2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Okay. This one is a 4.
Okay.
And then d4 is 2.
That's 6 plus another 2. That'd be 8 points of healing to Findle.
Great.
So Findle, you heal 8 points, and you feel that warm sensation of healing potion come over you, and you see the arrow kind of stuck in your shoulder.
Oh, that hurt a lot. Thank you very, very much.
Gnomes got to stick together, mate.
We do.
Alrighty. Anything it was an action to use the healing potion on your companion. You're left with bonus action and any more movement you wish to try and take.
So movement, I'll move closer to Dungar.
Okay, 25 feet of movement. I'll get you right about here. So you're about 5 feet. You're about a little over 5 feet away from Delgar, and which will bring us to Findle.
Okay. I would like to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
Which gives me the dash action on every turn. Excuse me, doesn't give me the dash action every turn. Yeah, so it gives me the spell allows you to move in incredible place when you cast the spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, I can take the bonus action, the dash action.
How long does the spell last again?
It's up to 10 minutes.
Okay, so that will give you 6 rounds.
Okay, cool.
Starting
so
now,
I'm
6
cast
rounds.
that. Okay, I'm gonna cast that, and then I would like to move to the beds where the spider is, behind it, and crouch behind it.
Okay, so down the stairs. Do you want to try and jump over the railing?
No. That's no,
Down and around?
I should have enough movement.
Okay.
I should have enough movement to get there.
Yep. So I have you behind the beds.
Well, yeah. No, I don't want to take a chance of falling or anything like that. So, and do I have an action still?
Casting Expeditious Retreat was a bonus action or an action?
No, I believe that's an action. No, it's
nope.
It's an actual spell. So.
Okay, so no, you don't have any other actions this round.
Okay, then I'll just take cover behind the beds.
Alrighty. Gavin, you're up.
Hearing the commotion, I'll go down, see what's going on.
All right. As you start to descend, as you start to descend the stairs, you see Quivel is standing next to the stairwell. You see Gilly at the base of the stairs. Just ahead of Gilly, you see Dulgar in melee with a bandit. You see another bandit against the back wall, loading up another crossbow bolt. You see another individual with a longbow pulling another arrow to take aim and fire.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is any with a quick surveillance? Is any of them wounded?
The bandit that is engaged with Dulgar does appear to be wounded. There's still a little motes of dust from the flame that was on him.
Mm-hmm.
But he appears to be the only one who he's wounded, and the individual with the longbow, the scout, they appear to be slightly wounded, but not as bad a shape as the bandit. The one against the back wall does not appear to have been damaged at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll attack the charred bandit next to Dolgar with chill touch.
Alrighty. That was a save, right?
It does 1d8 necrotic damage on a successful spell attack.
Okay, so roll for your spell attack.
Just a sec. An 18.
18 will hit. Roll damage.
A 7 points of necrotic damage.
Alrighty, so him out of the picture. So you cast that. Dulgar, you see that the bandit in front of you is making himself ready, and then all of a sudden these black tendrils start crawling up across his skin. His eyes roll back, and he collapses right in front of you.
I'll see what's going on with him, and I'll have a little glance over my shoulder, at Gavin, knowing that probably he must be the one behind it, seeing as he's the mage.
Fair enough. All right, that brings us to the
hand. It's actually a spectral hand that grabs the victim.
But
I already know you're like at least magical because you blew open the hatch, plus with the spider going down.
That's fair. All right, top of the order, the scout gets to make attacks. And is going to unleash an arrow at Gilly and an arrow at Quivel. The 13 hit Quivel. Quivel, does a 13 hit you?
Sorry, I was muted. I forgot. I have 14 armor class.
All right, so that's a miss. One on Gilly. That is going to be an 18 plus 4 is 22 to hit Gilly.
Yeah, you got me.
All right, 6 points of piercing damage. Arrow flies at you. Brings us to going to back up over here. Item. All right, Dulgar, you are up. Like I said, the bandit in front of you collapses down, and you survey and you see the other two threats are on the back, lining up on the back wall. What do you wish to do?
Will does how far is he away from me? The one at the back wall?
Roughly 30 feet.
Yeah. I guess I'll run up to him and slash him with my greatsword.
Alrighty.
Have what else I can do?
Alright. You're running up on him with the great sword. Go ahead and roll for your attack.
That's 18 plus 5 is a 23 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
It's 13 damage.
Alrighty.
Yes.
You come in on that great sword, you come down, and you just cleave this guy. Collarbone to armpit. He just drops.
Alright. um
Which leaves one person left in the room.
I guess I'll shout at her, either you drop your weapons or you're next.
Roll, is that persuasion or intimidation?
I'd say intimidation.
Alright, go and roll the intimidation.
It's a 20. Not natural.
20. Alright, I'll let you know her reaction if we get to her turn. Quibble, you're up. Gilly, you're on deck. So, Quibble, you see Dragonborn run. You see Dulgar run up to the other bandit, swing his sword, and sits there and pulls it back, and just that crimson spray hits the back wall. It's just the scout on the back corner who was backing up after shooting at you.
And I had another arrow aimed on that girl already, and I'm gonna shoot her.
Alrighty, you want to roll for attack?
It's gonna be a 14.
14 will hit. Roll damage.
Cool. Gonna be 11 points of damage.
Ouch.
Nice.
Alrighty, yeah, she takes that solid hit like Boromir in Lord of the Rings. I mean, it just shudders. Next up, Gilly.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and use my longbow,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go ahead and shoot her, aim at her and shoot her from this distance.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll for attack.
So that's oh.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Was that 12 to hit?
12 to hit.
It does not hit. Your arrow kind of sails past her ever so slightly.
Oh.
Anything else you wish to do?
I'm gonna try to position myself towards the closer to Delgar, but right at the end of that table.
Like that?
Yeah, that works. I got some cover and still able to.
Fair enough. Just so I don't forget, Quibble, did you want to move at all, or were you good where you were standing? You might be muted again, my man.
Sorry, I keep forgetting to unmute. No, I'm good right where I am.
Okay, cool. I don't want to feel like I don't want to get in the habit. I don't want to seem like I'm getting in the habit of overlooking certain features. I want to make sure I get everybody in all of the steps. Findle, you're up. What do you wish to do? You see one dude fall. The scout taking a really good solid arrow hit and is staggering.
I'm gonna move 6 beds up. Just kind of for reference to where I'm gonna move.
All right, 6
Like
beds
crawl
up.
across 6 beds. Yep. And fire a firebolt.
Okay. Roll for attack.
It is a 13.
13 will hit. Roll damage.
6 damage. 6 fire damage.
All right, and with that, you go and you guys see Findle jump up onto the beds and just hop from bed to bed to bed, and he stops, points his finger, and you see the scout burst into flames and then crumple to the ground.
Nice.
That's what you get for shooting me.
I'm feeling like these might be the people that that yelled before. Can we try to make another? I'm just trying to figure out a way to be able to make another wisdom check to not scared all the time.
All right, go ahead and roll your wisdom. Gilly, go and roll your save as well.
All right, still 11.
Not quite. Still got a little bit of time left. Not much though.
Okay.
Gilly, what about you?
I still sucks. 8.
Yep. You guys got about another 15 minutes before this wears off. It's been about an hour.
Thanks.
Alrighty, and with that, the immediate presence of combat is done. You have this room. I believe this is probably a good stopping point considering it's almost 6 o'clock Eastern. I know we started late, but I think we made up for the time. What do you guys think?
I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome.
I was just wondering if we could take a rest in this room.
You guys, you could definitely take a short. You could definitely take a short rest in this room if you want. I don't think it would be advisable to spend 8 hours hanging out in here.
Yeah, but
I'm going to move forward a little bit if we can.
Yeah.
Guess
This
I'm
is-
almost dead, so
Guess can we just kind of see what these people have and then call it? Like,
Sure. Definitely do that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Can we? Can I ask Dalgar to chop off the head from one of the bandits, if they are indeed bandits, and so that we could use that if we encounter more of them as an intimidation tool?
Jeez.
Ooh.
I'm really against that.
Who said what?
I'm really against that.
I believe that's Findle who's got a queasy stomach at that concept.
Yeah, no, that goes against my nature completely. That's not something I would let you do to somebody else.
I'd probably back Pendle up on that.
Okay.
I wouldn't be
Sorry.
carrying around anybody's heads.
I'm lawful good. There's no way that's happening around me.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys have expressed that. Gilly, how do you feel about this?
I'm kind of neutral to it. I'm more of monsters' heads rather than somewhat of a humanoid. I'm gonna go against it.
Okay. Dulgar, the final action is up to you, sir. How do you wish to do this? Gavin's asking you to cut the head off of Bandit. The other 3 members of the party are a little queasy and have voiced their protest to this idea.
well, basically, I'm I think neutral about this more too. But are humans like different for me, or is it like is it more about like the good people and the bad people kind of type
It's a
of
lot
deal?
like your own society. There are good, there are bad, but it's just I guess it's more or less the idea that you're gonna take someone who's quote unquote civilized race
Yeah.
and essentially desecrate the body for an intimidation possibility later, or like a trophy collection.
It's already desecrated.
Yeah. But isn't
we
a
can
guy
start chopping the head off of a person, and so
basically didn't I sort of chop off most of the top
You
half
that
of
that
this
sword
guy?
cleaved in there a little bit more,
Yes, that's my point
and he'd be
exactly.
in two pieces. But it's definitely a nasty gash that went in there.
Okay.
One more swing, it's
I'm
not
not.
gonna
I mean, I
matter.
won't tell you how to play, but I won't
Then
forget it if you do that. That's all I'm saying.
I would be in the same boat on that one.
I'll guess I'll look at the rest of the party and see if I can see what they think about this or hear what they have to say about it.
Yeah, you
And
hear
then
they're vocal on their protest of doing this.
then
I was
I'll say
gonna
like,
say, I was gonna say in Draconic, he knows Draconic.
Yeah.
He's gonna kind of voice in Draconic saying, "I really think we need to cut their heads off."
first I'll look surprised at him that he can speak Draconic, and I'll I'll say back to him, I don't really think we need this. If I run in with my sword at hand, I think most of them will shit themselves as well.
I'll just kind of reply back, "I agree."
Yeah.
So I'll look at everybody and say like, no, it's not worth taking the head of this pity, probably a servant more than a leader. So I say we just go about. I'll just take the lead again. I just need to heal a bit.
Fair enough. All right. So, looking about the room, there's the equipment they're carrying. The scout had a bow and each bandit has a scimitar and a crossbow with like 8 bolts left each. So that's 16 bolts, 2 crossbows, leather armor. Obviously one set of armor is pretty heavily damaged, the other one's not terrible, just scorched. The scout had a short sword and a longbow with about 10 arrows left in the quiver. He was wearing leather armor as well, but it's got a few. It's singed from the firebolt, and it's got a few arrow. It's got a pretty nasty arrow hole in a placement from where Quivel's shot really kind of landed. Made a great impact. Also in the room, there are 10 wooden footlockers that all appear to be locked. So you'd have to use some.
Can I go over and try to unlock some of them, or?
Yeah. Go ahead and I'll just do a general dexterity for all of them. Go ahead and roll your dexterity check with your thieves' tools.
Oh God, natural 1. Ugh.
These locks are kicking your butt.
Yeah.
Can I try to open one too?
All right, hang on.
Quivel retrieve his 2 arrows, or are they broken?
Well,
They
you want to
both
retrieve your arrows? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and retrieve your. Go ahead and roll a survival check real quick.
17.
Say that again. I heard a teen, so it's
17. 17.
oh 17. All right. You can retrieve your arrows. They're functional, but you'll probably have to do a little bit of repair on the head, on one of the heads.
That would be what I would do anyway. And I would like to pick up those 10 arrows that she has.
Okay.
And her short. You said she had a short bow?
Get a longbow.
And I would like to inspect it, but we can do all that as we go. Like, I don't want to take up time for that.
Yep. Yeah, she had a longbow, 10 arrows. We can, when we start up on the next session, we can do another check for unlocking the footlockers. You guys can basically take a short rest right now. Any hit die that you want to roll, you can go ahead and roll those hit die to recover some health if in the short term, or pass around healing potions. However you guys want to do that.
Just
All right.
With that, we will pick up again next week inside the cellar area and see what we investigate further.